Welcome on my channel. I'm going to build a Star Wars lightsaber using a proffieboard. For this project I'm using a website where you can find all information about the proffieboard, the operating system, wiring diagram, configuration files, sound files, just all the information you need. The link for this website is available in the description. As you can see, the wiring diagram, but also the config file you need later in this video changes with the options you choose. For this product you need a hilt, a proffieboard, a loading port, a power button, a NeoPixel connector, a loudspeaker, and the housing for a battery, where I can put the battery in, but also the PCB and the loudspeaker. First I extended the wires for the NeoPixel connector and placed it in the hilt. I connect the white wire to the proffieboard, which is the purple wire in the schematic. It's the data line for the NeoPixel. The next wire I connect is the black wire from the NeoPixel connector, which is the blue wire in the schematic. It needs to contact two pads on the proffieboard, as you can see. Make sure that the solder is making good contact with the pads. Take your time. It's time to put the loudspeaker in the battery holder. Put the wires through the hole. And I use some tape to keep the loudspeaker in place. I'm using some hot glue to keep the loudspeaker in place, and it's also very easy to remove the loudspeaker if you need to. I cut the wires for the right length and solder them to the PCB as shown in the schematic. Installing the wires to the power button. I'm using a power button with an LED in it, so I have 4 wires. So one ground, one for the LED and one for the switch. And there's light. So wiring the loading port, the middle pin is the plus, and on the minus there is a switch, so the contact is going to the battery and the end of the switch is going to the PCB. If the charger is in the loading port, the PCB is powerless. To get the lightsaber working, you need to install software on the proffieboard, and first you need to install an operating system. And you can find everything on this page. Link will be in the notes below, comments. And you go to the software page first, and here you see all the steps you have to take. Now, you have to install an Arduino IDE on your PC, which can be found here. Click on it. Oops. Download and install it. But you need to do some other steps also. For instance, that the Arduino IDE needs a plugin, which just click on it, scroll down, and you'll see here Arduino plugin for the proffieboard. Now download and install Arduino IDE. That's what we've done. You need to go to preference, and that's here. So you go to File, Preferences, and I've done this already, but this is what you have to copy and paste into this screen. Just click on here, it opens an entering screen, and copy and paste this line into this. Press OK, OK, and now you're ready for the next step. So your proffieboard needs to be recognized on the PC as a COM port. But if it's new, it's possible that you only see it as a STM bootloader. To change this, there's a program which is called Zadig, and with SADC it's possible to load the right drivers on your proffieboard. Just download the program, as you see here, run it, and then you choose the right device, as you can see here. Now we've done it already, so you'll see the driver installed, but if it's new you don't see the first one, and replace it to this one. Just press install or reinstall for a newer level. We're almost there. You need the operating system for the proffieboard. This is where you need the Arduino IDE for, so you can change the options, etc. Download the operating system from the website, link in the description, and you also can find here a default files for the SD card. So I would say if you've never done this before, just begin here. Now the software is downloaded. You go to the config directory and you'll see all the config files. You have to create one, and that's something you can do from the website. I show you how. So let's create the config file you need for the operating system. Just go to the website which we've used before, and you'll find the configurator here, which we also used. You can add products like buttons or loading port or kill switch, and if you'll change that here, it will change the config file for you also. So add all the add-ons you need for your configuration. Save the file in the config directory of the operating system, and you can go on to the next step. Go to your downloaded ProffiOS software, look in the directory, and you'll find a proffios.ino file. Double click it and the Arduino IDE will open for you. Change the config file you have created and you've saved in the config directory, as you can see here. Select your proffieboard, and you don't see the menus here, sorry. And from there you can start compiling the operating system software, and it will be loaded on the proffieboard automatically. Almost done. We only need some files on the SD card, which you also can download on the software page, which you can see here. Scroll down. And here you have default SD card files. Download them and copy them to the SD card. Do that on a PC, it's much faster than on the proffieboard. And now you have a working lightsaber.